Well, there's no RNC, but apparently nobody told all the police with guns, and so we're essentially in a quarantined area, blocked off to any normal human beings. We've been trying to get a block away, but we keep on getting directed another block and a half, or and go up to the left and to the right, and there's one right now. We continue to see cops just going around. There's nothing going on.
It's pretty desolate around here.
There's not one normal human being besides, well, I guess it would be you two.
Yeah, to answer your question, I have not counted the agencies. I've just been really enjoying the Secret Service with the Secret Service printed on the front of their uniforms. It's just the irony. They're not so secret.
We're American citizens. We're members of the media. We are ticketed for an event, and we are still not allowed to roam freely. And the event was canceled today. So
the convention was canceled.
So right,
not the one we're going to.
Thank you for clarifying. So the convention was canceled.
Who are these guys?
Nobody told the police present. So it's the exact same amount of
sheriffs
right
camped out here.
Security, but they're
next to the railroad tracks.
Like the delegates are in town, but they're not all meeting, and the convention has been postponed because of weather. And this is an apt metaphor for our budget. We spend all this money on security, tracking down these shadow organizations and terrorists who are allegedly going to hurt us, when more Americans have been killed in weather-related incidences than have died in Iraq and Afghanistan, and especially more than have been killed by terrorists in this country. We're on the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. There are still people missing, but the official body count is 1,800. 1,800 Americans lost their lives in a storm, and this is scary. And it feels like when I'm talking about this, I'm being hyperbolic, and it feels like people might think that I'm overstating the amount of security that they have here, and I'm just not. This is. I go to big events like this all the time. Like I said, I was at the inauguration, and we had to go. Every single person, it was like 2 million people had to go through a security checkpoint and go through a metal detector. 2 million people, and they didn't have to speak up. Well, what do you think? Okay, I'm finally seeing another civilian.
Yeah, we've been out here walking.
There are people who live in Tampa, right?
Just the three of us out here for over half an hour, I'd say.
The days before the inauguration, you could walk around D.C. You could just walk around D.C. like a normal citizen, and no one would search you, and you could just be an American on the streets of America.
Right.
And here, this is completely above and beyond.
So I know it's a bit dark in the screen to see, but there is just one van after car after SUV of police vehicle lined up behind a fence, one after another.
Military contractors who are lobbyists. It's the lobbyists for military.